All right, let's talk about AI. But maybe not in the way you're used to. We're not going to be diving deep into code or algorithms today. Instead, we're going to focus on the one thing that truly decides if an AI project lives or dies, and that's the people.
So, let's just kick things off with the big one, right? The multi-million-dollar question. Why do so many of these AI projects fail? I mean, companies are pouring fortunes into them, hiring brilliant data scientists, they've got amazing tech, and yet so many just fall flat. What is going on?
And honestly, the answer, it's probably not what you're thinking. It's almost never about the tech being bad or the algorithm being wrong. The real reason, the one that's kind of hiding in plain sight, is the people. It's the human dynamics that are the invisible force that can make or break even the most brilliant piece of AI.
So Section 1, the human factor in AI. You can have this amazing, super detailed technical roadmap, but at the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper, right? Without the right people to champion it, to give you the data, to give you the green light, even the best plan is pretty much useless.
And look, this isn't just a hunch or some theory I cooked up. The research backs this up, big time. The success of any AI project really hinges on getting the people part right from the very beginning. Because if the key stakeholders won't share their data, or if the people who are actually supposed to use the tool won't adopt it, your project is dead in the water before it even starts.
Okay, so Section 2 is all about meeting your four stakeholders. If people are the key, then who exactly are we talking about? Let's put some faces to these names and identify the four key players you absolutely have to get on your side. Think of them as the main characters in your project's story.
First up, you've got your champion, the tech-savvy sponsor. This is the person inside the company who just gets it. They see the potential in what you're doing and they're willing to go to bat for you. They are absolutely critical for getting the budget and the resources you need to even get off the ground.
Next, we have the gatekeeper, the risk-averse executive. Their entire world is about three things: compliance, security, and you guessed it, return on investment. If you want to get their approval, you have to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that your project is both safe and going to make or save the company money.
Then there's the guardian, the data owner. This person literally holds the keys to the kingdom. They control access to the lifeblood of your project, the data. Their cooperation is non-negotiable, and you have to understand they are very protective of their datasets, and for good reason. You've got to earn their trust, period.
And finally, maybe the most important person in this whole equation, the frontline user. These are the employees who are going to be clicking the buttons and interacting with your AI tool every single day. If they don't buy in, if they don't see how this thing makes their life easier, well, then your amazing, groundbreaking tech just ends up collecting digital dust.
So here's a quick cheat sheet to pull it all together. You see the sponsor? They care about potential, so your goal is to get those resources. The executive, they're focused on risk and ROI, so you got to prove the value. With the data owner, it's all about protection, which means you have to earn their trust. And with the frontline user, it's about their daily job, so your number one goal is getting their buy-in.
All right, Section 3, the communication playbook. So we know who we need to talk to. The next big question is how? How do we win them over? Well, the answer is in a playbook designed to craft the perfect message for each one of these people.
Now, the number one rule of this playbook is so simple, but it's amazing how often we all get this wrong. You just can't send a one-size-fits-all email. You can't give the same presentation to everyone. Each person we just talked about lives in a totally different world, with different worries and different priorities. You have to speak their language.
And this right here, this is your secret weapon. This Gartner framework it's that aha moment. It's basically your cheat sheet. Look at the interests. Executive leaders want strategic alignment, ROI. The tech teams, they just want to know if it's feasible. And the end users, they need to trust it and find it easy to use. It's all right there.
Now, when you start doing this, you're going to get some pushback. That's totally normal. It's not because people are trying to be difficult. It's because they have real fears. Executives are terrified of sinking a ton of money into a project that goes nowhere. And employees, they're worried that this new AI tool is coming to replace them. Your communication has to meet those fears head on.
Okay, let's get practical. Section 4, speak their language. How do we actually do this? Well, it all boils down to one really powerful analogy that's going to completely change how you think about all of this.
This is it. This is the whole key. You are not just a project manager or a data scientist, your real job is to be a translator. I want you to picture yourself sitting in one of those booths at the UN with all these different groups speaking different languages. Your job is to listen to the core idea of your project and translate it into a language each one of them understands.
So you need 3 translations in your back pocket ready to go at all times. To the executive, you speak the language of money. You talk ROI, cost savings, and efficiency. To the tech team, you speak specs. You're talking APIs, cloud storage, and algorithms. And to the user, the most important one, you speak the language of help. How is this going to make your job easier?
Pop quiz time. Let's see if you've been paying attention. Let's say you're rolling out a new AI fraud detection system at a bank. You have to send out a memo to the frontline tellers, the people who will use this every day. Which message do you send?
Okay, take a look at these 2 messages. Message A says, the new system uses a random forest algorithm with 98% predictive accuracy to minimize false positives. Message B says, the new system will help you spot fraud instantly, reducing the stress of checking signatures manually and protecting our customers. Which one do you think is going to work?
If you chose message B, you nailed it. Absolutely. And why? Because it speaks the language of help. It answers the user's #1 question, how does this affect my daily job? Message A, with all its talk about algorithms, that's the language of specs. It's perfect for your tech team, but for a bank teller, it's just confusing and, honestly, a little intimidating. Okay, last section. Section 5, your practical takeaway. We've gone through a lot of theory, so let's wrap this up with something super simple and actionable that you can use in, like, your very next meeting. I call this the persona check. It's so easy. Before you walk into your next meeting, just look at the attendee list. Try to assign one of our 4 personas to each person. Is the CFO going to be there? Okay, that's your risk-averse exec. You better have your ROI numbers ready to go. Is the head of marketing in the room? She's probably a data owner, so be prepared to talk about your privacy plan. Just doing this tiny bit of prep helps you walk in with the right translation ready to go. And really, if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. We get so caught up in thinking that success in tech is about having the most elegant code or the smartest algorithm. But the real secret, the thing that separates the projects that fly from the ones that fail, is mastering communication. It's about being the best translator in the room. So I'm going to leave you with this question. The next time your project hits a wall and everything just seems stuck, stop and ask yourself, is this really a tech problem? Or is it a people problem that just needs a better translation?